Okay, so there are two things you need to be aware of today. One is that I am doing Super Clean 2.6 for the Samsung Fascinate. It is actually a for your ROM brought to you by none other than Adrenaline himself. Thank you, Adrenaline, for doing what you do. Second, what you're going to need to know is I'm going to be using a lot of Charlie Sheen's phrases today. Not really a lot, but just one. Winning over and over. I find myself very, very, very entertained by his little speech that he gave on the radio with Alex Jones. Alex Jones, who sounded like he took way too many steroids and decided to enter a UFC fight and then got destroyed, so he figured he'd go over the radio. What a horrible man. Basically, what you need to understand is that I will be using the phrase winning. On top of that, I want to say something else. Recently, I was browsing the forums because I was originally going to do a Samsung Epic 4G ROM. The Epic 4G ROM I was going to do was called Midnight ROM. I then read a story by one of the developer who actually put together the Midnight ROM, and that developer would be PTFD Medic, spelled PTFD Medic. His name is Rob, and he actually posted a very touching story. I will post a link at the bottom of this rundown to his actual ROM post, and the story is within that. But he's a very good guy, a very touching guy, an advocate for autism. It is just a great thing he's doing. He's trying to spread awareness. I would urge you to visit that ROM link and then visit the page, which is actually his website, within that ROM link, within the forum link, and check that out and support him and support autism and give donations if you can, because it's a very time-consuming, thing. And we need to spread awareness and help people out that are stricken with something that's not a curse, as it is more of a burden. On to what I'm doing today. I'm actually going to be doing something called, Super Clean 2.6. I said that already. Super Clean is a Froyo ROM brought to us by Adrenaline. And what it has is, everything. Winning. I would use the Voodoo version. Either version is fine. This one gets rid of all the gook and the crap. It's going to be quick, fast, and straight to the point. Chad Hughes, XDA TV, by way of xda-developers.com. The ROM rundown starting, now maybe? Winning. Bam. I am so addicted to winning, it's unbelievable. Here you go right here. Super Clean version 2.6. What's that? The LG Today widget. Oh, it's right there on the front of the screen. The LG Today widget is a nice widget for your calendar and your upcoming events and things like that. You can simply click it and it will take you to your calendar, and you can add whatever you have or you need to do, and it will show up here. Apparently, I have nothing to do Monday the 28th of February because I'm doing the rundown right now, so I have nothing to do. Next thing you're going to notice is this launcher. Now, okay, people have been saying as I'm showing them this ROM this week that's gingerbread. Yeah, but no. It's the gingerbread launcher, but as you can see, it's themed for, Froyo. It has that really vanilla look to it. It's all white at the bottom. And when I zoom in, you can see, if I click this button, whoa, what is that? Is that a 3D app drawer? Yeah, that's the 3D app drawer, and it's kind of nice. It's really smooth on the Fascinate because, the Galaxy S phones have that GPU that should be put in an Alienware computer, and they stuffed it into a mobile phone somehow. Other than that, let's get back to what else we have here. Basic widgets. These aren't themed. Not themed at all. This is not themed, really. So, where was I? The status bar up here, the notification bar, is a bit of a darker gray, and you have a battery charging modification, which actually shows different colors as your battery's charging at different stages, which is pretty cool. Whatever. You like it, you don't like it, it's up to you. Up here you have your power control widget inside of your notification bar. As usual, that's pretty standard with ROMs these days, and it's pretty nice. I like it. It's themed, it's black and white. You have notifications here at the bottom. Zoom. See, it says notifications. And then you have that right there. Let's pull this thing back up. See what else we have here. The camera is fine. Oh wait, no, because it's the Froyo camera. Now I spoke last week about the changes from the Froyo camera to as opposed to the Eclair camera. Now let's check this out. Right here, we're gonna go to, if I can find it, I'm a bit of a klutz today. Oh, let's find this. Okay, found. Sorry it took so long. So right here, as you can see, you have beauty, smile shot, single shot, continuous, vintage, panorama, add me, action shot, cartoon. This is just these are just the options that come with Froyo, as opposed to the other camera that have increased the camera's, value or, usability. As you can see, I'll give you a quick example of one, vintage. Let's take a picture of my screen, I guess. It adds a little vignette, and it also, blurs it out a little bit, makes it kind of have a dreamy effect, kind of with some diffusion and stuff. So what you have here is a great little addition to the camera, and it's working great. What else do you really have? Nothing much. It's standard Froyo stuff. Everything runs really quick. That's it. That's really, you attribute that to the upgrade, and you also attribute that to the Voodoo kernel. The Voodoo kernel makes a big difference as far as lag fixing and responsiveness, just general responsiveness. You're gonna want to get the Voodoo kernel and the Voodoo version of Super Clean 2.6. A few more things you might be interested in. He modded the camera to actually use the power button in order to take pictures. So if you want to take pictures and you don't feel like pressing the screen because it's going to add some shake to your image, you simply press the power button like so. Let's see if I can get that one more time. You simply press the power button like so. There you go. No camera shake. Nice clear pictures when you're not using the vignette. Winning. Can't get better than that. Another thing you might be interested in is the fact that he has a debinged browser. Now, with version 2.6, you might actually have to flash the debinged browser. It's actually in the post though, so it shouldn't be a problem. But if you want the debinged browser and you get these download issues nonstop over and over again, I suggest you hit the forum post, you click the link, and you download the debinged browser. It's a simple flash and it'll help you out lots. That way you won't have to complain in the forum and give us spam to clean up. We don't like spam. Kill spam. Winning. You also have 3 keyboards to choose from. You can choose from the Samsung keyboard, which is nice. We also like the theme of the Samsung keyboard. Then from there, you can also choose to use swipe, and it's the newer swipe. Hello. Fish, gushy, birth. How the hell did I just draw fish, gushy, birth? What the? And then you also have the Android keyboard, which, is not very aesthetically pleasing. It's actually quite ugly, but it gets the job done if you guys are, really into the Android keyboard or whatever. Now, really cool things you've been excited about. There are merged portions of EB16 and EB01, the 2 different versions of Froyo that have come out for the, Fascinate, merged into Super Clean, so that's pretty cool. So in other words, the ROM is 75% EB16, which is the newer one, and the rest is EB01, either stock files or modded by Adrenaline, like he said in his post. He modified Sprissons or Esprissons. You need to really create easier names to pronounce, people. Current phone, lock, and time mods into the Super Clean framework. This includes the AOSP lock answer, AM, PM, clock on off via settings, and better removal of full battery notification. He also added this zoom boot animation, which is absolutely gorgeous on this little screen with the Super AMOLED technology. I will show you that soon. And it was better modified by Master Moon to better fit our resolution. The dialer was also modified to be a bit more elegant now that the Samsung partially fixed their typos. Notice I said the Samsung because he's talking about typos, and I'm talking about how Samsung is grammatically fucked up. Nice dialer. Let me dial my number. 000. Just kidding. Not to mention, you'll be very excited that he fixed the ringtone corruption. So lots of things are working that weren't working before. This is basically the perfect daily driver for your Samsung Fascinate, and I can't see anywhere else to go unless you want to try some other DJ05 or some other ROMs out there that are pretty decent, but this is probably my top choice and it stacks up a lot. Well, pretty highly in my opinion. Chad Hughes here with my review for the Droid Incredible. Oh, sorry. Wrong phone. I picked up the wrong phone. And folks, that's the ROM rundown for this week. Remember some of the things I said to you. Number one, you're going to want to check out Midnight ROM by, I gave his name earlier. His name's Rob. You can find his forum name if you rewind the ROM rundown, and I'd really like you to rewind it so I know that you're actually getting the full effect of what I'm saying, because it holds weight to it. He's a good guy, and you need to support autism. Aside from the LG Today widgets, like the LG Today briefing and the LG Today schedule, everything else is pretty damn cool. This ROM runs really well, really fast, it has a nice modified launcher, it's speedy. If you use the Voodoo version, it'll really hold you over for quite some time. Not to mention the battery life is good and everything works. I mean, from Bluetooth to GPS to tethering to the camera to the new camera effects for frozen yogurt. Anything you want, it pretty much works. It's a good daily driver. Third, give some thanks, respect, and donations to anyone who added to this ROM, like Adrenaline or other people. They really do a lot of work, and you guys get to reap the benefits of their hard-worked time. So I think you should at least give thanks, and if you can do a little more with the donation, go ahead and do it. I mean, that's what XDA-developers is all about. Community, after all. Finally, it's time for the Tweak That shoutouts. I'm going to shout out Noah Kravitz. If you don't know who Noah Kravitz is, Second, I'm going to shout out, someone who's really cool, actually, and has been doing a lot of good stuff in the Android community. Russell Holly, how about him? Let's do that. Shout out Russell Holly. And I hope you're doing good with your surgery and everything. He had a little arm surgery. Let's hope he has a speedy recovery. Third, I want to shout out the number one man with the master plan, the guy who does the news reviews on the weekend, Azanrock, Azranok, whatever you want to call him. He's an amazing guy, and you need to check his news recap out on Fridays. And if you don't, check it out on Saturday. And if you don't check it out on Saturday, which is conveniently wedged in between Friday and Sunday, I'll beat the hell out of you on Sunday or Monday. And last but not least, this week, Cynical Optimist. He just had a little baby, and he's really trying to take care of it as best as he can because he seems like a really good dad. But he's also an advocate for the Android community. So check out his Twitter at Cynical Optimist. There's also a few other guys like Android K and my man Genijaro and all you guys, but you'll get shout outs later on. For right now, I'm talking to the big dogs. LOL. This is Chad Hughes for the Android ROM Rundown. Samsung Fascinate signing out. Until next week, guys.